Recently, in Trustee Quigley's absence, I was asked to sign one of these checks.
Yes. Yes.
Here's the invoice for the check I was being asked to sign. While watching this, keep in mind that Trustee Toronto and Fiscal Officer Spitzer have already signed the check. There was no other documentation for this invoice. Next up, see how your elected officials respond when questioned about the lack of documentation.
Is this the invoice for our RPO? Is this all you just give us, this many hours?
Yeah.
There's no other documentation? If there's nothing on here, just...
Yes, does he name the project there?
Nope.
Sometimes he names the project.
Oh, I don't like that. It's not clear, so I usually don't sign those. I'm not signing this one because it's just very vague. That one, sorry, I'm not, there's no 70 hours, that's ridiculous, I don't understand how.
Is that for the
That one's
month?
like years ago. That's not urgent, right?
I think he does monthly billings.
Yeah, there was like 5 or 6 of them that I had to have signed.
Scott's was one of them. And I
Oh,
think
you
he
didn't
does-
have that signed? Why? It says 70 hours for what?
Because it's his paycheck.
Right, there's no documentation. I never get. I'm not signing that one, sir.
Later, Trustee Quigley signed the check and it is mailed to Mr. Overturf. I've brought my concerns about Mr. Overturf to the township for years, both as an employee and as an elected official, but my concerns have fallen on deaf ears. Even after I questioned this payment and refused to sign it, checks continued to be sent out to Mr. Overturf in the exact same manner. Here's the invoice for the check we were asked to sign. It's $5,200 for just 2 weeks of work. Fiscal Officer Spitzer and Trustee Deb Toronto have already signed this check. All it needs to get sent out is a second trustee's signature. But there are no details of the type of work that are performed on this invoice, and no other documentation has been provided. No hourly rate for the work has been provided. Why is the township paying the phone bill of $105 for just 2 weeks and mileage of $118.65 for 2 weeks to a contractor? After this, I attempted to get more information from Fiscal Officer Joel Spitzer, but he refused to respond to my multiple requests. After a great deal of work on my part, I was able to determine that over $600,000 in checks have been paid to Mr. Overturf over the past 4 years, and each of them was signed by Fiscal Officer Joel Spitzer, Trustee Debbie Toronto, and Trustee Rob Quigley.